this game ends up going the distance here, simply because... Welcome to the last game of the hot seat, ladies and gentlemen. Players trading a little bit of banter, saying fun games, and they have been really fun games in the lead up to this point, but it now all comes down to this. The defending champion, the current hot seat king of the hill, representing Team Liquid.net and spawning in the 5 o'clock position on Catalina. He is Liquid Bunny. And his opponent, representing Team Millennium, the French Protoss player in the red colors, on the 9 o'clock position. He has played such a fantastic series. Can he clinch the title and win the hot seat king of the hill on his first attempt before Bunny can even defend it? It is Lilbow. Well, I think you can all agree we've been served up a treat this evening. This has been a very entertaining and a very epic series against two very accomplished players as well. Bunny getting a lot of the love before the event started. I have to say the majority of people that I read replies from on social media were gunning for a Bunny victory. But I also have to say that Lilbow has proven a lot of doubters wrong tonight, and he's gained a couple of fans as well. Make sure you go ahead and follow these players on Twitter, by the way, guys. Lilbow SC and Liquid_Bunny. They are your real heroes this evening, and they definitely deserve all your attention, all your care, and all your respect for giving us these tremendous games to watch. Lilbow, yep, he's now blocking off this time with the Cybernetics Core. I think that second pylon was just slightly late in that previous game. It didn't make any difference at the end of the day, of course. You just end up blocking it with the Robo instead. No biggie. And we have another command center first coming out from Bunny. Alright, now, this is the same strategy he lost the previous game with, guys. So, it's very interesting that he's going with this decision here. He has decided that he can make this work on Catalina. And I'm sure the loss on to Lilbow must be playing just a little bit on the back of his mind right now. But he is confident that he can turn this around. Lilbow, in the meantime, is going for the Gateway Expand. Very, very standard. Can't really read into that too much yet. We'll be taking a look at his choice of tech once he puts down, for example, the Twilight Council or the Robo again, which we've seen most often. Or potentially the Stargate, which we only really saw in game number 1. Mothership Core is now out to defend against Bob, but Bob once again is not going to be making an appearance here on the Octopus map. This probe will be able to spot that Bunny has in fact spawned in the southern location. So a little bit unlucky as far as scouting is concerned, but Lilbow does know where his opponent is now. All good in the hood. And we have actually got a Reaper coming out. Interesting. So we're not exclusively going for Marines. Now, I wonder if this is to try and throw Lilbow off. Maybe he's about to say, oh, hang on a second, my Reaper just scouted in the wrong direction. Don't worry, this is definitely still a Reaper opening. Please don't, please don't do anything differently. But, unfortunately, the Reaper is going to get there after this probe completely disintegrates to these Marines. And seeing those two Marines is going to make Lilbow think, oh, right, okay, I see what's going on here. I don't think a Reaper's coming. It's going to be an expansion followed by Marine production again. But here's what's weird. A Reaper is going to come. And Lilbow is going to find that the opening here has been mixed up a little bit. Just another gateway in the back here, by the way, guys. So nothing too out of the ordinary yet. Other than to say we haven't had that kind of potential tech that we were expecting so far. We do have a pro out here, though, so I wonder if there might be a proxy in play. And I'm smelling a rat with this probe. Let's keep an eye out on him. And, ooh, Reaper doing a scout, not trying to kill off any pros because he wants to go, what tech have you gone for? What tech have you gone for? What tech have you gone for? What tech have you? Oh. Not a lot. Look, a scan to follow it up as well. He's like, I don't see any tech in the main. I need to be able to check out this in the natural as well. Wow, and a Robo and a Twilight Council getting put down as soon as the gateways... Oh my god, these mind games are sick in the final game, guys. Let me show you what Bunny saw in the scan. He went gateway. Okay, cool. Gateway, cool. Wait, no tech. I'm going to scan here. No tech. I'm really worried. I'm about to be proxied. And then, as soon as the scan disappeared, we went with the robotics facility and the Twilight Council at home. There are no shenanigans over here on the right-hand side. This probe currently is just there to chill out a little bit. And Bunny has no idea what's going on. He's thinking maybe proxy Stargate. He's wondering if Dark Shrine might be coming in. This sends Terrans into very, very, very defensive mode. And Bunny is basically flying blind right now. He's very worried about what might be incoming, so he has to be very, very careful. We've got Blink coming out from the Twilight Council, just the initial observer from the Robo Bay. So Lilbow is transitioning into very comfortable territory for his Protoss. And we are indeed going to be going into Colossi. So games where we've had Colossi and they didn't stem from the Phoenix opener have actually gone both ways in this series. It's not particularly favored one way or the other. Oh, does this SCV? No, this SCV can't quite see far enough to see that pile. Nice little placement there from Lilbow for potential aggressive warpids. And that observer is going to be able to spot any potential drops that might be coming along this corridor. And I guess that's going to be that. Not too much is going on right now. Lilbow just playing it very defensively. Bunny going, where's the attack coming? Where's the attack coming? Where's the proxy? Where are the Dark Templars? Where are the Oracles? And then, oh, maybe this is all right then. So we have the concussive shell, by the way, as well as the combat shields en route for our Terran player. 4 more gateways in production now for Lilbow, but we have seen this could be a precursor to taking a 3rd base as well. So this doesn't necessarily mean anything offensive is happening. Bunny is now deciding to move out. He's trying to work out what's going on here. He hasn't seen the kind of tech that his opponent has started with. Note he hasn't scanned again. And in the meantime, Blink is completing and Colossi are now being chrono boosted. One Colossus is with this Stalker army. And a second one will be joining it very, very shortly indeed. And without Vikings, this army is not going to be able to take it on. Absolutely. Oh, a little bit of a blunder with that medevac to start off with, unfortunately. And the Stalkers actually need to move back. Picking off the medevac and moving back was great, but I think the Stalkers were in the line of fire just a little bit too long. And, ooh, I don't think you should put a pylon down there. I think you need to sneak away very, very quietly. Alright, another engagement here in the middle of the map. A good little bit of micromanagement from those Stalkers. Is he going to try and stim and pick up this Colossus? It doesn't look like it at the moment. An offensive Blink forward picks off another medevac. Those medevacs are so key right now. Look at how low this army is, guys. And, oh, seeing the Widow Mine is needing to move back. He has to be so careful because you can't just put the Observer there and come in with the Colossus and try and pick it up because then Marauders stim forward and kill the Colossus. So you could end up in a little bit of a stalemate situation here, but is he moving forward? The Colossus is in place. No, ooh, sees the Widow Mine, moves back. Managing to kill it off. Lilbow going and he's trying to go for the throw right now. He's at 101 to 114 supply. Bunny, because he was in such defensive mode earlier, had an awful lot of units at his disposal. And his army size is actually bigger than Lilbow's right now. It's 70 versus 55. He's got the +1 attack upgrade as well. So if he manages to replenish his medevacs, if he manages to get a decent number of Vikings, and 2 isn't necessarily enough here, he'll be able to defeat this army. But 2 Vikings might be enough if Marauders stim forward and kill off at least one of these Colossi. Lilbow just trying to poke and prod and do a little bit of damage. The Vikings now starting. Stimming forward is Bunny. Good force fields, but not good enough. They're moving forward. One of the Colossi goes down. The second one is being targeted down right now. A lot of bio here, but Zealots coming in to take up the charge and try and soak as much damage as possible. Every single one goes down. There are no more Colossi. The boys are getting pulled from Bunny as well. He's 99 supply versus 77 right now. More units being warped in from Lilbow, and 51 to 46 workers. 2 base versus 2 base. This game isn't over yet, but Lilbow currently down just under 30 supply. He wants to make this attack happen. He wants to make it work. 2 more sentries being warped in. He wants those force fields, but they're not as effective without Colossi to back them up. He's warping in a couple more Zealots, and I think he's going to try and go again, but there are no more Colossi. So that means 3 medevacs at once, potentially 4 medevacs at once being produced right now. and non-stop bio. The longer this goes, just the 3, not the 4, the longer this goes, the more advantageous it gets for Bunny. The more likely he's going to be able to defend, because those long-range, massive Colossi just aren't there. And here we go. This could be the final engagement. Force fields going down. Good connections on the Zealots, but the DPS from the Stalkers isn't going to be enough because they're stuck behind. And the bio army is stimming out now. This could end up being the end. All of the sentries go down within the first couple of seconds of the engagement. The Vikings are on the ground, pelting away as well. And this Protoss army is melting. 104 to 73 supply. The Zealots are coming in, soaking up a lot of damage, but these Stalkers have no shields left on them. There they go. They're disappearing, and Bunny is looking in a great position. GG. Well played, and Liquid Bunny, by the skin of his little rabbit teeth, ladies and gentlemen, will win the Hot Seat King of the Hill for the 2nd week running and defeat Lilbow by a scoreline of 5 games to 4. Congratulations to Bunny. Commiserations to Lilbow. And what a fantastic week of games we've seen here, going all the way to game number 9.